In Chapter 7, we talk about department allocation. So, allocation of department overhead costs or their indirect costs. And there are three different ways to allocate departmental overhead. And we're going to look at each one of them individually with the same example. So, we have the direct method, the step method, and the reciprocal method. Under the direct method, we look at the percentage of usage for departments. So the first step we have is to figure out what our percentage of usage is for each department. So we have information systems and facilities. So how much does each one of these departments use of information systems hours? And then facilities is based on floor space or square footage. So we have the amount of usage times the total hours available. We can lock that cell and then we can copy our equation over. But it's just the hours used divided by this 3,000 total usage. For facilities, we do the same thing. It's square foot. So we use the percentage, it's the amount used divided by the total available. I'm going to lock that cell and carry that across. So now that we have the percentage used by each department, we can calculate our indirect costs. We can look at how much our allocation is for the information systems and facilities costs to our three production departments: computer programming, information systems counseling, and software training. So we have the service percentage used in each department. So for information systems, we have up here 40%, 10%, and 30%. For the allocation percent, we take their percentage use divided by the three departments added together. So 40% divided by the sum of all three departments gives us our allocation percentage. We're going to do that for each department. 10% divided by the sum of all three departments. And then for software training, 30% divided by the sum of all three departments. Now we're going to allocate this 80,000 of indirect costs from information systems to each production department based on the allocation percentage we just calculated. So 80,000 in costs are also going to lock that cell times our allocation percentage. We can double check that we allocated all of our indirect costs by adding these together and making sure that they equal the same amount that we needed to allocate. We do the same thing for our facilities allocation. So for our facilities, we have usage of 40%, 25%, and 25%. For allocation percentage amount, we do the same. We take our 40% divided by the sum of all three departments. So 25% divided by the sum of all three departments. And we're going to take that percentage out 4 decimal places as instructed by your text. For our allocation amount, the facilities department, we have indirect costs of $40,000. So we want to allocate that $40,000. We want to lock that cell so we can copy our formula times the allocation percentages. We sum these and we should have 40,000 in costs that were allocated. Our total now overhead costs for these departments is their original cost plus the cost that we allocated from the 2 service departments. So we have costs of 190,000 plus 10,000 plus 11,100. We sum these up, we should equal our total indirect costs of 595,000. So that is the direct method for service department allocations to production department.